We hear this a lot of times when patients come into clinics, they get handed a Safe Balance tablet. They're like, oh, I did this at my primary care office. And they didn't. They did the two or three have you fallen in the last year questions. Does that give you enough information clinically as a physician to make good guided decisions on treatment algorithms?
When you ask the question about most of the MIPS questionnaires is just the steady questionnaire,
Mhm.
which is the CDC questionnaire about have you fallen and the different things. I have a 9-year-old and I asked him the other day, did you clean your room? And he told me yes. Right. Well, if I was to go upstairs and actually look in his room, you got crap all over the place, throwing stuff under his bed. He's got crap flowing out of the drawers and he moved one Lego to the other spot. But he could have just told me that he cleaned his room and I would have believed him. But when he go check, it didn't. And that's really what the steady questionnaire is. And then when you actually put them into the test and the timed up and go test, can they stand on one leg? Are you looking at any deformities that they have? Well, now you're actually checking the validity. Did they clean the room? Right? Do they actually have a functional deficit that leads to falls? So for the patients that say, well, I filled out the MIPS questionnaire, that's great. Now what? Right?
Right.
That doesn't tell me anything about your actual function, doesn't tell me anything about your risk. It just tells me that you might have fallen once. And so to me, it's a part of the piece, but physically putting your eyes on the patient, watching them do the test, that's when you start to recognize that there's a real deficit here.